Hey everybody, Gurky here with the Gacha Grinder channel. So I want to talk about a few things real quick. I want to talk about Unveiled Gaming, previously Exus, a lot of the stuff that happened there, what ended up happening, and where I'm currently at right now. So I met Josh. I hobbled on over to Exus roughly 3 years ago. I was in voice chat and talking to people and very active over there. And, one day I decided I want to start making videos for the games that we were playing. I started up my channel, and within 24 hours after telling Josh I had started my channel, he's like, hey, listen, why don't you just come join Exus? At the time, he had an established channel of, 24,000 subscribers. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? There was another person over there. His name's Ben. He goes by The One, who was also talked into joining as well. We made videos for a while, etc., etc. There were some creative differences between the One and Josh, because we had all agreed to focus on one gaming channel, and The One wanted to do videos for Exus and his own videos. And he was basically, making low quality videos and etc., etc. And Josh ended up kicking him out. He paid him off and kicked him out. I was neutral in that. There was a whole big fiasco concerning that, etc., etc. Now, over the years, Josh has had a lot of personal issues with his girlfriend, his wife, his baby mom, whatever the fuck you want to call her. He's basically a cuck, in a cuckold situation. What's the word? Cabron. His girl or baby mom or whoever the fuck she is consistently goes out and spends the night at other guy's house, cheats on him, throws it in his face that some of the kids might not be his, whatever. I was there with Josh through the last 2.5, 3 years of this. I was the one he came to and talked to, ranted to, bitched and complained about, and we talked for years about both wanting a purge. And so at some point, this was, about 8 weeks ago, maybe 8.5 weeks ago, I went through my own little thing where my wife and I got into a really, really big fight. She went down to the courthouse and filed not one, not two, but 3 PFAs because she was being denied them, and she just had to keep making new allegations up to get them to stick. PFA is a protection from abuse. It's also known as a restraining order or protective order, depending on which state you're in. So my wife was able to get down there and basically lie and manipulate multiple judges in order to get these done. And I was what's called a temporary eviction. I was removed. I was told I had to leave my house. Could not have any contact with my wife or my 5 children. Well, 4 of my children. The 5th one wasn't part of it. So, immediately after this happened, I didn't have access to my money in my bank, nothing. Like, it was a total fucking nightmare, a total fiasco. And I'd say maybe about a week in, again, I didn't have access to any of my money. My accounts were frozen, were moved, or funds were moved over. I didn't have access to any of it, okay? So, all the problems Josh was going through, I told him, I was like, listen, if you need the money, hold on to the money. You can pay me later. The money for the 3 channels that we were running, Unveiled Gaming, Unveiled Gacha, Unveiled Plays. Formerly Exus. Exus Gaming, Exus Gacha, Exus Plays, whatever the fuck we were calling them. Unveiled TCG, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call them. Yeah. All right, so I asked him. I was like, hey, listen, man, you haven't paid me since I believe December or January, and he was constantly coming in on the Discord bragging about his DoorDash and making $200, $300, $400 a day, etc., etc. That was my turn. I needed it, so I sent him a message, asking him to say, hey, listen, you haven't paid me in like 5 months. I need to cash in on it. Like I said, he's been bragging about how well he was doing DoorDashing, etc., etc. And if we're going to be honest, I'm the one that was keeping the channel going. He went through and deleted all the videos that had, I believe, less than 500 views or something at one point. And I'd say about 80% of the videos over the last 6 months to a year maybe were me. Josh wasn't able to get his life stabilized enough to consistently make videos, so I was putting out videos on 3 different channels. And I had done an estimate. Josh owes me about $1,000, and that's not even talking about, you know, the in perpetuity for the videos that I had made and submitted, and all the views and everything I've gotten. But as soon as this all happened, I told Josh, I went, because I was temporarily kicked out of my house. I went in there, I told Josh, I was like, listen, my Discord is open at home. My wife would have access to it. I need you to remove my moderator privileges, or co-owner privileges, or whatever you want to call it, because that's what we were partners. He did that. I created a new Discord, logged in, and like I said, about a week later, asked him. I was like, "Hey, listen, man, can I get my money?" Didn't respond to me. Nothing. Just completely ignored me. And then I had sent what was once my friend, Pone Cakes, a message. I was like, listen, man, I asked Josh for money. He's ignoring me. I think I'm done with Unveiled. I think when I get back home, I'm leaving Unveiled. And Pone Cake sent me a message and said he beat you to it. He already removed your privileges from all the channels and everything. No communication, no nothing. So when I was going through my issues, he just completely abandoned me, basically after 3 years of supposed friendship. So I was kicked out of my house for 6 weeks. I ended up hiring an attorney. I essentially paid $375 an hour for my attorney and completely mopped the floor with my wife. Like, completely and utterly fucking destroyed her in court. And I've been back home for a little over 2 weeks now. I believe my hearing date was on June 23rd, so that's about 2.5 weeks ago. I won. I'm back home with my kids. And basically, I'm kind of back to where it was before. I had to repair my relationship with some of my kids. And thankfully, some of my kids just completely treated my wife like dog shit for lying, trying to manipulate, and trying to remove me from their lives. So that's basically where I'm at right now. I'm posting videos on my Gurky Gaming channel. It's called Gacha Grinder, Gurky Gaming, whatever. I'm going to have to go back to Fiverr or whatever. And that's another thing, too. Like, most of the money that I did get paid out ended up going back into the channel, either into Fiverr for more shit being made, or back into some of the games to make content for. But this is just a PSA, calling Josh out. Want my $1,000? I'm back, set up. I'm good to go. Want my money? I'm not even asking you I'm not even asking him to buy me out for the videos and all the the views and everything that the passive income, the $50, $100, whatever it is, a month since there's been no new videos being posted. Don't know what he's doing, but I would like my money. And now that I'm back home, I'm seriously considering driving the 3 hours to Ohio and filing a lawsuit over this, just out of principle. Like I said, I've been there for this fucking piece of shit for 3 years. And he's effectively interfered in my friendships that I've made online. Completely kicked me out. Wouldn't even talk to me. Hasn't even sent me a message. But if you go over here real quick, just to show you what this dude is fucking going through or whatever. And this is the stuff that I've had to deal with. Listening to him bitch, whine, and complain and everything. I was there for him, too. I mean, I'm not going to read through this, but you guys can go ahead and read over this stuff. And it was like this just for the longest fucking time. He deleted a bunch of old posts on here. But, yeah. This is what I had to deal with. And out of principle, I want my money. One of these days, I'm just gonna be sitting here. I'm gonna get pissed off. Be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me make the 3-hour trip. Because I do go to Pittsburgh a couple times a month, and that puts me, I believe, about 30 minutes from Ohio. And I go to Erie as well, which puts me pretty close. So that's pretty much everything that happened with Exus and Unveiled. I mean, there's a lot of minute details that were left out, nothing that impacts anything of the story. But like I said, I was there for this dude for 3 years. He ended up turning out to be a total piece of shit. So anyway, we're gonna rebuild. We're gonna rebuild from the ground up. I've never done this for money. I do it because I enjoy it, and maybe we'll end up getting monetized at some point. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.